Welcome back, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brock.
And today we're going to be doing a Q&A of questions you've sent in through Instagram. And we have about 20 of them, so we're gonna get started.
Actually, she was running a open mic, and the same place she ran the open mic was a place I regularly visited because it was near where I worked. And I guess at some point, one of the guys who ran the place was like, hey, you should stop by for our open mic. So I came by, and I met her. We didn't really talk much when I met her, I'll be honest.
We hated each other.
We didn't really like each other that much.
It's 5 years.
We've been together for close to 2 years. 3 months shy of 2 years?
Yeah.
Just about?
Yeah.
Our favorite thing about each other. Okay, so this I think we have to answer
Yeah.
separately.
Yeah.
Oh,
You first.
Oh, okay. Put me on the spot. Alright, what is my favorite thing about you? I think that's gonna be hard for me to answer. There's no singular like this is it. But I think one of my favorite things about Anna is that she can be just like me in that extremely savage, sassy, all that stuff, which may or may not come off depending on whether you know me well or not. But at the same time, none of it is mean-spirited. Like, we'll talk a lot of crap, but at the end of the day, we don't mean to offend, and I think that's something we kind of bonded over.
Yeah. I would say my favorite thing about you has to be that you can adapt yourself to any crowd. Like you can make friends with anybody regardless of whether you have anything in common with them or not. And that's something that I think is very valuable. This gets sappy.
That would be me.
That was you. You're correct.
I think the most challenging aspect of our relationship is that, well, we are very similar in a lot of ways that come to, how we think about things and our approach and some of our personality. We're also extremely different, and perhaps our largest difference has to do with what our hobbies and interests are. So despite getting along very well, we share almost no hobbies. So the things I like to do, she typically does not like to do, and the things she likes to do, I typically don't like to do. So we often struggle to find things that we can both enjoy, and a lot of times end up, whatever it is, we have to find a compromise, and that I think is often our biggest challenge.
For me, it was last year when my grandpa was in the hospital and Brock was there with me, and it's always a tough situation to be in when a loved one is in a bad place, and just having someone there to help you deal with that is always like my grandpa is totally fine now, and I'm so thankful for that, but I wouldn't have been able to go through that alone, and I'm so thankful for Brock for being there. So for me, it has to be that. Yeah, when is Brock gonna post his singing? That makes two of us, whoever you are that you asked this. This is great.
Possibly at some point in the future.
That's the most bullshit answer.
I don't know. I mean, when I can get a good video with good audio quality and I'm happy with my performance.
He's extremely perfectionist. Nothing sounds good to him there. Even though you guys, like if you ask this question, you already know like how talented he is, but he won't do it. So that makes two of us are frustrated about this. So I did not expect that there would be somebody out there that actually met all my requirements and all my qualifications, and that it Stop, I'm trying to be serious here. And I feel like it would have to be don't settle. Like stop settling for people who are not gonna treat you like you deserve to be treated.
And my advice to former Brockton would be 16, 19, 32, 34, 57, 13. Those are the winning lottery numbers for, I believe, January 9th, 2016. It might be January 6th, so just go ahead and buy both, and you should be alright.
I find that pretty cool that he learned those numbers by heart, but you guys may think it's super lame.
You never know when you're gonna accidentally step through a wormhole and travel back in time, and if you're ever in that situation, the last thing you'd want to do is go, man, I wish I remembered those lottery numbers. We went to Rock Burger for lunch.
Late lunch.
I thought she was blowing me off. Because,
He thought I was gonna bail on him.
Well, because it was like 2 p.m. and she hadn't.
Because that's my lunchtime.
And so I'm of the opinion that like, okay, I'm just gonna. So I went and ate lunch by myself because.
That's so sad.
I mean, normally I eat with my coworkers, but that day I thought we were having lunch, and then when I gave her some time, she didn't show up. Like an hour later, I figured, okay, she's just not gonna come. You know, it happens.
But you ate lunch at like 11:30.
Yeah, but I didn't eat lunch that day till like 1 p.m. and then you showed up at like 2:30, and you're like, okay, I'm here for lunch, and I was like, oh, guess she's here, just super late. Which apparently, according to her, that's a normal lunchtime. Personally,
that's my personal.
I guess you all have your own opinions.
Yeah.
Personally, I think 2:30 is super late. Like that's not lunch anymore. But you know, that was hilarious. So I went to Rock Burger. I ordered some calamari, and at some point I eventually told her that I had already eaten lunch because I thought she wasn't showing up.
I felt so bad.
It was pretty funny.
I felt so bad. 1, 2.
Well, I already know your answer.
I know. Like I like Miami better.
Cleveland.
I feel like this is
mutual.
This is mutual.
Burns
Steakhouse in Tampa.
Yes. It's pretty fantastic.
It's amazing. They have a dessert room. When you're done with your meal, they take you upstairs to the dessert room, and it's an experience. If you haven't been to Burns, you need to do that.
Make it happen.
Yep.
Right now, I really want to go to the Great Barrier Reef. I'm very much a water person. I like going in water, scuba diving, that stuff, and I think coral reefs are some of the craziest things on this planet. So I've always wanted to see the Great Barrier Reef. I don't know.
For me, I think it's Rome.
Okay.
There's just so much history and architecture that I would like to see.
Great Barrier Reef comes up because it's at our current course, the Great Barrier Reef is dying fast. I mean, it's already, a lot of it is gone, and you know, so if I don't go soon, by the time I get there, it might just not be there. It might not be all that impressive, and it might be a graveyard. So
aren't you a bundle of joy? Yay!
Yeah.
The planet is dying. We're all doomed. Yay!
Happy New Year.
For me, I think it would have to be quality time. I think that yours are at your service. And words of affirmation, I'm a very vocal person.
I don't know what this question means.
I feel like for you it would be acts of service.
A little.
He understands a lot. Like
yeah, I can understand quite a bit.
Like he'll actually understand a lot of what my family says in front of him. So he understands, like, I would say you understand like 80 to 90%. And he can respond to you if you speak very slow. I want to say yes, but I'm not the only one in this channel, so hey.
We'll find out next year.
There you go.
You never know. The Nikon 3100, which seems to work pretty well, is what we use for almost every video, although a couple of our videos have used my cell phone when the camera either died or the cell phone made more sense or was just more portable. We had it on us. But I did recently get this guy, which is the GoPro Hero 7 Black, which I'm really excited to use. This thing takes really great video, and it has like a built-in stabilization, so like if you have like a really shaky hand, it kind of smooths out the video. And I don't know, I might do a review on this at some point once I have more hands-on experience with it. But I'm really excited to use this. This was a Christmas gift / for me Hanukkah gift, but you know.
Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom and Marty.
I talked about this on my Instagram and you guys seem to really be on board. So the first one should come soon. Yeah, we were talking about it today.
We do it quite a lot, I guess.
We just don't film it.
We often don't film it because we're not thinking about it, so we'll try to keep an eye out next time we're doing one of our weird experiments.
For those of you who don't understand this question, it's probably because Brock is Jewish, so he doesn't really celebrate Christmas. That's why the person's asking.
So, I mean, I guess this is going to be like an anticlimactic answer, but it's just another holiday. Very common, it's all over the place. I fully understand it, I respect it. I still get the day off from work because nobody makes me work on Christmas. So like, you know, it's not like my childhood memories don't go back to Christmas because I never celebrated it, but you know, it's like, it's cool, like I'm totally cool with it, it doesn't bother me, like it's just another reason for family to get together, there's nothing wrong with that.
He celebrated it with my family this past 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, it's
just
fine.
Christmas. This one's hard.
I don't know how easily I can answer this one because I've received some good presents.
When I turned 19, he gave me a recorder with why do you make that face? Do you not want me to say it?
Nah, go for it.
It was like a bunch of recordings of just him, like whenever like he felt like he had to tell me something, he would just record it, and he gave it to me for my birthday, and he had like about 15 recordings with just his voice with like nice messages. It was just very thoughtful, soothing. It was definitely one of the best presents I've ever received till date.
So I think there's a lot, and it's hard for me to really settle on one, but the most recent one I got was, you gave it to me for Christmas, and it was this watch right here. And it's a nice watch, I like it, I wear it, but the real thing that makes this gift so awesome is that how it was packaged, and it's really hard to describe, so we're going to show you a video of it, but basically it was like a box, and you take off the bow, and when you open the box, like, it opened up and all the walls were like different photos.
We already went over how we didn't really like each other, so this may not be as cute and romantic.
Yeah, you're not gonna, I mean, what did I notice? She had red hair and dark lipstick.
I don't know, like, you've changed a lot since we first met. Like,
that's also true.
The way you look. You wore glasses when we first met, and
That's
you had
true.
really short hair.
Sorry, that was a disappointing answer to your question. But no, there was nothing really
Yeah.
cute or romantic that we first noticed. What do you got?
For me, it was definitely my birthday trip. The surprise.
The surprise birthday trip.
Yes, I'll link it like up here if you haven't seen it. But it's basically, he pretty much kidnapped me for a surprise birthday trip, and he took me to Lombok Key. That's like in the west coast of Florida. And we spent a weekend there, and it was awesome. It was so beautiful.
I just told her I was taking her somewhere, but I wouldn't give her any hints
The
as to
whole
where.
and
she tried asking everyone, but I didn't tell anyone, so like she.
I only found out where I was when I got there.
For me, again, there's lots of them. It's hard to decide, but I think one of them I kind of think about is like one of my birthdays. She, got together a number of gifts that equaled the number of years I had been alive, and then simultaneously, I think, wrote me a letter every single day of the month, the entire birthday month. And I think so, starting from May 1st all the way to the 31st, I got a letter every single day that was like a cute little note, and I thought that was a cute/romantic gesture.
But the origin of that was that you said like people don't write love letters anymore, and that you've
that's
never
right,
seen
that's right.
that like actually being a thing recently.
And I said like, and when I was in high school, I'd never, because like in a lot of shows, and like somebody gets a letter in their locker and it's a love letter. I ain't never seen that in real life. I don't know if was ever a thing or if that's just a Hollywood thing, but I've never seen it in person.
So it was my mission to change that.
No.
This is disappointing. This is disappointing.
Sorry, I can't think of one.
The only thing that slightly comes to mind is that for you, when someone hands you a present for your birthday, you usually put it aside because it's not the present that matters. And to us, it's like, oh, open the present. Like when you put it aside, it kind of means like you're just disregarding it.
Yeah, it's totally different. Like,
so that was totally different.
When I grew up, like you would get gifts. Like if let's say you're hosting a birthday party and people come over, you take the present, you kind of just like put it on the table, and then you'd be like, oh, thank you so much, and then you'd hang out with the person, because like to us, it's like it doesn't matter what you got me. It's the thought that counts. Whereas for them, it's like, open the present and show me how excited you are.
They both come from a good place. It's just a different feeling about it. And we encountered that in one of his birthdays when my family gave him presents, and I would just like open them, and he's like, no, like open them. It was funny. Like
I was confused. I was like, okay, I guess I'll open them if you really want me to.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
If you have any other questions that you would like to submit for future Q&As, make sure you follow our Instagram, so you can just DM your question and we'll answer it in a video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Hopefully, a lot more videos in 2019.
Coming at you in 2019.
Happy New Year! Thank
Happy
you
New
so
Year,
much.
guys.
Merry Christmas and bye bye.
See you guys.